Welcome back to the Two-Man Advantage Podcast. It's time for our rants of the week.
Two MA rants. We tell you what we think you want to hear or what we want to hear. Anyway, we get all wild and out of control.
It's a segment that makes us feel good.
Yeah, and you know what? Probably some of you out there, because I know that is one thing that people do listen to is our rants. Because
it's a one chance to hear.
Let it all out.
For Nick to verbally get every demon out of him.
And I'm sure the average fan out there watches some games and has their rants of their own, so we kind of just put it all together for you. So anyway, Darrin, you got one for us. Let's hear it.
Well, it's a big game in East Lansing.
Big game.
On Saturday night.
My boy.
Big game. Big game against the number 8 ranked Michigan State Sparties versus number 16th, I believe, the Ohio State Buckeyes.
Their new rival.
Michigan who? Yeah, exactly. Big game. This is the game of the year for the Michigan State Spartan. And if you saw anything that happened when they played Michigan, that defense is ready.
That game even happened?
Oh, it did.
Oh, okay.
And it was not pretty for Mr. Devin Gardner. But that's another topic, though.
Carry on. Sorry, I will stop interrupting.
So this is it, Michigan State Spartans fans. This is what you worked all year for. This one chance right here to go in and to prove to a national audience that you do deserve to be in that Final Four playoff. If they win convincingly, I think it's going to be a lot closer than people think. I'm looking for Michigan State to at least have a shot or be in the conversation of that Final Four. And if you're on the Final Four committee, you have to look at this. Our one and only loss was to Oregon, who's up there in the top four conversation.
Quack quack
quack quack. I'm sorry, Michigan fan, you don't even deserve to talk. Are you going to play in the Outback State? No.
They're going to play in the stay-at-home bowl because they're not going to get 6 wins. Anyway,
that's embarrassing. Anyways,
am I allowed to take over?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Michigan State, big game Saturday. I'm looking for Michigan State to pull it out. 24-21, MSU, Big Ten champs.
All
and
right.
the rants, Mr. Nick Deziel, take it away.
Now that I'm going to move on to something that people care about.
Go green. Go white.
Anyway, I want to hit on Matt Prater.
Oh, God, the drunk.
Hey, listen, there's nothing wrong with being a drunk, okay? That's what I hear
Not
anyway.
when you're a kicker and you got to concentrate.
This is for all the Lions kicking haters out there. The Detroit Lions just want to, where?
London, England.
Oh, okay. And they played where?
In Wembley Stadium.
Oh, okay. And they did what?
Won on a last-second play with a field goal.
Thank God for delay a game, though, by the way.
I think he did that on purpose.
I think so, too. But regardless, let's get to the kicking game. It's been good. He's hit a couple of long kicks.
Good since when?
Good since they just won a game on a kick.
Okay.
With 48 with plenty of leg on it.
In the words of my friend Mike Jackson, even a blind squirrel can find a nut every once in a while.
All I'm saying to you Lions fans out there that are worried about the kicking game, shut up. You're 6-2. You're at the top of the NFC North. Yeah, I get it. Their team imploded the last couple of years. I know, boo-hoo.
No, last
year. They imploded multiple times. You want me to go back? Yeah, let's go back and talk about Barry and how he cried and quit. But anyway, stop talking about the kicking game. You have a good kicker. The guy had some issues. They seem to have figured it all out with the kicking game. Let's just chill out, see how the second half goes. I would be very, very surprised if he misses multiple kicks like we have in the first, or the Lions have, in the first 3-4 games. I think that kick in London, put that all in the rearview mirror. That's all behind the Lions fans now. The kicking game is not an issue anymore, so get over it. That's my rant.
I just have one question for you, Nick. Coming up in the second half of the season, you have back-to-back, which could be potential division-clinching games against the Bears and the Packers on the road.
16-17, week 16-17.
Exactly.
16 in Chicago, 17
finally
in Green Bay.
In Green Bay, which we haven't won
I heard
since
it's cold there
1991.
End of December.
It's a little chilly and a little windy. Obviously, it's like, how confident are you in that kicking game when they sent Prater out for, a 35, 40-yard field goal in the blistering cold where that wind is a-howling.
Okay. Let me ask you this and see what your answer is. Okay, there. Yeah, that's a smart guy. Huh? Word that he kicked before.
England.
No, that's last week.
On a soccer field in Mile High, where the air is a lot thinner.
Is it cold there?
Yeah, but
is it thin air, cold there?
You're also
it's Denver, Colorado, not cold.
It's cold. It's cold.
But you have no issue. Oh, we went to the Pro Bowl. That's what you're telling me.
The air is thinner up there. That's what I'm saying.
Listen,
it's not.
I don't think there's
science.
any issues with
science.
Matt Prater. I think Matt Prater seems to be finding his groove. He's a all-pro kicker, and he deserves to get that respect. Big deal.
Okay,
I would not be surprised if you went into Green Bay and made a 40-yard kick to help the Lions win a game.
The big thing is that you talk about the kicking as being our biggest weakness, right? I think it's Matthew Stafford. If Matthew Stafford's had a good second half of the season, he'll be all right. But you never know what you're going to get with Matthew.
He's 6-2. At the beginning of the year, if you'd have said, week 8 at the bye, the Lions would be 6-2. Would you be okay with that?
6-2 playing Minnesota and shitty teams like this.
They haven't even played Minnesota yet, so shut it down,
yes, they did.
bucko. No, they didn't.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, they did. And they won.
But
Minnesota's still got to come into town, so that
Okay,
was on the road. It's a road game.
You're playing-
When's the last time we said they could win into Minnesota and win?
The only
in
winner
2011. Before that was 20 years.
Before I'm talking about non-divisional teams. You got Tampa Bay in November, right? They're coming in
Tampa
town.
Bay.
That's their last winnable game.
December 7th.
Then they got to go play Tom Brady. Tom Brady and his boys.
I think they
New
played
England
Tom
Patriots.
Brady after the Cardinals, which is
and they have to play Arizona. So 2 hot teams in a row. Let me see what they can do against them. Real teams with real.
I think
records.
Arizona's a big game because it's the NFC game.
Yeah, that'll be big.
I just as a football fan and a Lions fan, I'd much rather them if they're going to lose. I would say I'd much rather them lose to the Patriots because it's an AFC team. It's not an NFC team. So if they beat Arizona, they would hold the tiebreaker and probably hold. Wait, hold on a second. Let me get ready.
ahead of yourself here, Nick.
Just let me get ready to
Calm
say this here.
Calm down.
If the Detroit Lions win this week and go into Arizona and win, the Detroit Lions will host the road.
I'm sorry, host? What's that mean? What's
Host
that mean?
the road to the playoffs and host the road to the Super Bowl.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have been listening to Dream Talk with Nick Deziel.
All I'm saying is it's not out of the question. It's not crazy talk like it has been the last decade. This year, we can actually sit here and have a legitimate conversation and talk
Weren't we
about...
in this position last year when we were 6-3?
Yeah, this guy.
I'm not.
Anyway, we're going to have to stay tuned.
One who's failed history is doomed to repeat it.
Yeah, well, I guess we'll find out, and that's the beauty of the NFL season. Anyway, thanks for checking us out. I hope you enjoyed our 2MA rants and our little Lions fiasco at the end there. I think the Lions are going to pull through.
Of course you do.
So does Darrin.
No, I don't. I think Miami's going to take it this week.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, listen to our Detroit Lions rant or podcast and let us know what you think, as I think Darrin just changed his mind up real quick.
No,
that's how he does things.
know.
He went to journalism school, too, as you can tell. Anyways, so thanks for listening to an Advantage Podcast. Check us out on 2omapodcast.com. Also, check us out on Facebook and Twitter, and also YouTube at 2OMA Sports.
We got a nice little feature with the Oakland Golden Grizzly basketball team.
Yes, we do. Division I Oakland Golden Grizzlies. Greg Campy and his squad. We went to practice. Check that out. We also have some Wizard Express stuff coming up. We also have some additions to our website. If anybody listening likes to check out our website on a daily basis or a weekly basis, we have some new stuff coming up. So stay tuned for that. Send us a message on our website or on our Facebook page or whatever, and we'd love to talk some sports with you. So take care, and we'll talk to you next time.
See you next week.